Hello and welcome back to another episode. Now today I want to share with you a story that begins 26 years ago when I was 4 years old, so 1988. It was Christmas morning and I had run downstairs, as much as I could run downstairs, obviously I had very short legs, to find that Christmas morning I had been given a beautiful, wonderful black Lego castle. Now you may well know the set I'm talking about. It's a classic. It's made up of three portions that sort of the back of the castle sort of opens out, but it closes up into a lovely, neat little square fortress type shape. It's a wonderful set, and my dad had been up all night building me this castle because it was a bit advanced really for a 4-year-old, but but I think he really wanted me to have it. So he was just as proud to see it completed, you know, he'd achieved something, as I was over the moon to be playing with this castle. And I played with it all day. I scarcely looked at any other presents apart from maybe their cardboard boxes, because obviously when you're 4 years old cardboard boxes are amazing. And it was never deconstructed. I kept it safe. Now, I did keep this castle intact for many years, and it took on an immense significance the following year when, unfortunately, my dad died. He died actually on his birthday in the following August, unfortunately. So this castle became a little symbol of the fact that he existed, if you see what I mean. So even though I was 5 then, as a 5-year-old, I understood that it was important to keep hold of the things which we had done together. So for example, we'd also made out of Lego a wonderful Rupert the Bear here, which I am incredibly pleased with and proud of. And this thing has been, well, in this shape. None of the bricks have left it, as it were, since it was built 27 years ago. So I was aware that I wanted to keep as much of this stuff together as possible because it reminded me of my dad, and I was missing him immensely. But at my next birthday, we had loads of friends coming over and we were having a Lego day. And at the end of a big Lego session, it was sort of lunchtime, we were about to have cake and, you know, Coca-Cola and all the rest of it. And my mum goes, "Okay kids, right, time to pack it away." And before I know what's happening, one of my friends, actually a girl called Catherine, had started to tear the castle apart. And by that point, I'd actually mislaid the instructions for rebuilding it, and I was just inconsolable because there was no way I could possibly get this castle back. It was gone. A bit of my dad had gone. And it was horrible. It was really, really horrible. I remember being so distraught. Even now, I remember what it felt like. Now, it wasn't really her fault. Catherine didn't know, and she was just doing what she'd been told. Put the Lego away. Take the bits you've been building apart. You know, put them back in the buckets. But the castle was sacred, and it had been destroyed. Now, I continued. You know, I got over it, and I continued along the lines of having fond memories for this castle, but never really thinking I'd ever get it back for many, many years. But actually a couple of years ago, I discovered, quite by chance, that the internet is a wonderful thing. Someone out there had scanned the instructions for this Lego castle and put them online in a PDF. Now, the site has since been closed down by the Lego company, frustratingly, but they were there, and I've got them on my computer now. I downloaded these plans, and my wife and I, this woman who I'd met, you know, in the years since the castle had been destroyed, my wife and I sat down, and together we went through our huge collection of Lego, picking out the bits that were required for this castle model. And occasionally you come across two pieces which were together still from the castle. You could tell maybe, you know, whether like a section of wall was attached to a grey block or something like that. And that was kind of cool. It was almost like Lego archaeology in that sense. We were sifting through the rubble. And it took us a day and a half to find all the pieces in amongst the Lego and then to rebuild the castle. But it was rebuilt. and I believe actually it was last summer actually, sorry, that we finally rebuilt this thing. So around 26 years after it had been destroyed, the castle was suddenly back again, with its working drawbridge, with all the characters still there. We even added a ghost into the jail cell, and we played with it on the dining table, and it was good. It was so good to have my amazing Lego castle back. And actually, to be honest, I haven't had the heart to take it apart again, even though I have the instructions. It's sitting upstairs at the moment in a spare room. But the power of that moment was so strong, because I had such an intense memory of this castle, and also, for example, I have such fond and intense memories surrounding the building of this guy here. And I don't want to harp on about my dad being dead, but it's important. These things are important, and I'm so pleased that we were able to find something to do together, like Lego, even though I was 4 years old, and that Lego sort of transcended. It's more than just a building material for me. It's more than just a toy. It is actually memories made manifest, as it were. So just thought I'd just share this story, and it was so lovely to rebuild that castle with my wife, with the love of my life, with my amazing lady, and she understood the significance as well. Actually, she really enjoyed. She was grinning all the way through, watching my eyes just light up as the castle sort of started to come together again. And I suppose this is a lesson, folks. I mean, if something similar ever happens to you, or to your Lego, or to something that you treasure, keep the pieces. As long as it's not actually, melted or full on broken. Keep the pieces and look out for the instructions, because if they're out there, if they have ever been out there, someone out there in the internet land, in the internet realms, will probably put them online. And boy, am I happy that they did. Anyway, I just thought I'd just share this story. I suppose touch on my love of Lego, but more than just saying I like Lego. I wanted to share the most important reason as to why I love Lego. But of course, Lego is amazing. We all love Lego. My most recent favourite purchase, as it were, Lego-wise, was of course Metalbeard from from the Lego Movie. I barely escaped with my metal head, with my metal beard and my organs. So no, we're still buying, still loving, still building with Lego to this day, but I just wanted to share this story, as much for my own benefit as anything else, just so in the years to come I can look back at this video and have memories rekindled. Anyway, as ever, until next time, do take care. Bye bye.